2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness O'Connor or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Hey, it's always a good day when we catch up with the Big Pav. We're talking about something we just saw on the TV that looked like a ball sack.
Yeah, it's a little creature, and I said to Shaun, if that walked into your house, would you kill it? And Shaun said, yeah, and I was about to tell you, but what if you found out that turned into a unicorn? Hi, Pav.
Anyway, hello, Matthew Pavlich.
Hi, Pav.
Speaking of unicorns,
I know.
Yes.
Hey, mate. Unicorn.
He's quite a haunter. He wrote a song about a unicorn.
I did. Unicorn, Use Your Horn, Bring Love Back to Me was a hit that I wrote in year 7 in Calgary.
what happened to your music career after that song, Nathan? Did it explode into the
to be honest, 6kg, the local station did want to play it during the Rick D's weekly top 40. But I didn't give them permission because, you know what, I realised my life wasn't in music, it was in presenting music, Pav.
What happened to the top 40? Is that still a thing, the top 40?
I don't know, but I remember in high school, I got the chance because Surfshark was advertising with 6kg, where Antonell, who works here, was working at the time, actually, and they did this cross-promote thing where I would come on, Pav, in Kalgoorlie and do the surf report.
In Kalgoorlie.
And surprisingly, there wasn't a lot of surf on any day.
My biggest thing, Pav, was this time that I was at a party, right? It was in Boulder. Dangerous part to have a party back in those days, Shaun.
Yeah, yep.
So we're in Boulder, and someone goes, quickly, turn the thing off. And it was me on Rick D's weekly top 40 saying, hey, it's Nathan here from the Surf Shack. Have a surfing good Christmas. Was what I had to read out. And I thought I was
Johnny, I remember, speaking of music, Lucas Farland was the most talented person.
Yeah, he's a good singer.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Absolutely brilliant. And I used to try to get up there and sing with him and play guitar with him. I can do neither, but he carried me.
No, but you
and
sung...
Robbie Hadrill won.
Yeah, you would always sing Better
somewhere.
Man, Pav, wouldn't you? Was it Better Man?
Well, some Pearl Jam song. Probably Elderly Woman Behind the Counter in a Small Town was the other one of my favourites. Pearl Jam.
Bit of Polly Wants a Cracker.
I do remember, though, Pav, there was a lovely lady who was a mad supporter of the Fremantle Dockers. She wrote a song about Hayes. She wrote a song about JL. And there was one about you? Or was it just those?
There was.
Yep.
I don't think it was a hit, a bit like Nathan's Unicorn.
No, Shaun, did you remember about you too? It was called Shaun This Way by Lady Gaga. It's not bad. Pav, are you not a good singer?
No,
he can't be good at it.
But the eyes with the thighs, I thought that
He's not bad.
He'd be
He's
able
not
to
bad.
he's
He's
voice
playing
of
it
an
down.
angel.
If I've had 1,000 beers, and I feel like everyone. But no, I can't hold a note, not at all.
Okay, then we'll make you do it for charity then. All right, we'll work out something. Right.
Now, Pav, what we've got...
Didn't we do that a couple of years ago? I sang Moana with you guys.
Yeah, no, but that's not enough. I want you to lay an actual track.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll work it out. I was my people.
Pav, there's been a lot happening in the football world. Obviously, on the weekend, our WA teams were horrendous. But I want to move away from that because we've all laid the slipper in so far this week to the tribunal yesterday. And moreover on the weekend, but a couple of guys went up and tried to take on the tribunal. I'm about to... we've got the big screen up, Pav. Yep. You've already seen this, and it's to do with Jackson Archer from North Melbourne, Nathan. North Melbourne, the blue and white. And just to make sure. Now, look at this.
Yep.
Okay, see him go over?
Okay, so the one fell over, one was underneath. Yep. Who are we talking about now?
Okay,
the one underneath is passed out.
Yeah. So the other guy, he's gone over the top.
He fainted, yeah.
So he got a 3-week suspension for that.
The guy on top that accidentally went over him because his body was already in motion, knocked out that guy just by chance.
There it is again. Just gone over the top, see?
Right. So this has been happening for a while. It's intent versus results. And his intent might not have been that, but the results now are the thing you're judged on. Is that right, Pav?
Well, and that's essentially the crux of the issue here is that the matrix that the MRO use all of a sudden take that event, which is so complex and almost too hard for both players to really read the situation, because some were interpreting that it was a free kick to Archer because he took his legs out, and Archer's there on the ground holding his leg. We've seen that rule come in the last 2 years. Where
and they were certainly paying it a bit this week.
You took the legs and there could be a free kick. So such a complex issue. But what happens is it goes from potential free kick to Archer to, hang on, no, the other guy's got a concussion. He's really hurt himself. It's 3 weeks. Now, I think Archer's probably got a duty of care here to go in a little bit slower and a little bit with a bit more caution to that contest. But it shouldn't be, in my view, he shouldn't be 3 week suspension. It should be more like a 1, potentially 2 week, if he is seen to have a duty. So his actions weren't reasonable in the circumstances, which is how they term these things. Now, I think you could argue it wasn't reasonable in the circumstances, and he did have to have a little bit more duty of care because the ball was sort of bobbling around on the ground, and he was still upright. If he was going to actually go and contest the ball, he needs to be down low, as if gathering the ball. So it's such a tricky one, and this is where the matrix is the issue.
But Pav, you mentioned he shouldn't have gone basically in so hard and should have judged that situation. Is that now? Because to me that's a lot. Right, to me, if you're in the moment, how do you put that in the mix? Or are you or now is the new breed of football that has to be from the start put into the mix?
Well, it's so hard because if he doesn't go hard,
I know then you're not going hard.
In inverted commas, everyone has a go at him for that. So it's such a fine line. We're asking our guys to have a duty of care to someone, but we're playing a very combative and physical sport. Yes. It's almost counterintuitive.
Yeah,
that scenario. But look, I think. Again, I'll go back to the matrix. Is the MRO has no choice but to go, well, it was high, it was severe, and the guy's been knocked out. It's 3 weeks, if not more. Yeah. But, what's the result as compared to, well, let's just have a look at this situation on its merits and judge it. Well, it's not probably 3 weeks, but it's also not 0 weeks.
Yeah,
it's not binary, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation. We know what happened with Neo and the Matrix. That was a full-on moment.
I mean, it can't be 3 weeks or 2. We can build by the hour, like you rent a room when you're going with your girlfriend.
But if Jackson Archer snaps his leg, which a lot of people have talked about, on there, I wonder if they view it that way, Pav.
If they're sorry,
if Jackson Archer snaps his lower leg, which could have easily happened in that. Both people have been injured.
Oh, right. So who's injured? Then it's whose injury is the longest, isn't it?
I think this is where everyone complains so much about the punishment or the outcome. There has to be certain incidents that don't fit the matrix, that don't actually fit the MRO. And this is one of those that go, there's the young Bulldogs player got pushed a little bit, Archer was coming in, the ball kind of continued on. You know what? This is actually a bit too hard. This doesn't fit. Like, not all incidents on the footy field
of course,
what we've actually built here.
Yep.
Tribunal, over to you guys to determine what it is, and then go for a punishment from there.
The Matrix Reloaded is what they should call it, Shaun.
They should, absolutely.
It's tricky. And it's kind of laid a standard for the rest of the year as well.
It has. And they do it early.
Yeah.
They do it early.
It's like at a boxing match and going, don't punch him too hard.
Yeah.
I need to get him a knockout. No, but you do it without punching him hard.
Yeah, 100%, Nath.
Hurt him with your words.
Pav, there's so many other things going on in the sporting landscape. I want to touch on Gout at the moment, and I'm not sure. I think they're saying you could say his name in a different way.
Well, his parents came out and said, it should actually be Gwat, as in the O and the U are actually...
Guatemala.
Changed around.
Yeah.
But he was registered as Gout the whole way through.
So Gout.
So one of the things we've seen, by the way, the amazing 200 metres that he did at the Nationals over at Queensland. But so the Queensland government have been wrestling whether to build a new stadium. First of all,
for the Olympics.
The politicians came in, they said, we are not building a new stadium. Yeah. Then they got in and they've decided, well, that's the best idea to do. But one of the things they're wrestling with at the moment, if they build one, they've got to build it to an elite level, 60,000 probably, because if he's running in the 200 metres at the Olympics as a 24-year-old at the peak of his power, they're saying that this would be the biggest moment we've had ever in Australian sport.
And especially if he wins having Gout
Kathy
on both
Freeman?
feet.
No, but they're saying the difference between him and Kathy Freeman is the longer build-up, so the intensity will be even more focused. Sure. And she was amazing. She was the number one. What do you think, Pav?
The Brisbane government are missing a beat here. If they don't build a stadium that not only is at least 60,000 elite for the Olympics in 8 years' time, or 7 years' time now, and then that becomes a legacy piece for that city, they're missing a huge opportunity because the Gabba is broken. It's old. No one. The Brisbane Lions sell it out now because of their success. no one actually really enjoys going there for the cricket anymore. It's moved away from the first test of the summer, and now it's moved to kind of some little spot just before the Boxing Day test. It's sort of lost its identity, and largely it's because the stadium isn't up to standard. You think about when you go to the MCG, when you go to Optus Stadium here, Adelaide Oval got redeveloped not long ago, so too the SCG. They are missing a huge opportunity because of the legacy piece for football, for cricket, for other sports in Queensland. But you bang on. 7 years' time, that place will be absolutely rocking with this guy, probably already with the world record in his keeping. And
don't put pressure on him. He's a school kid.
17.
He's a school kid, but this guy is incredible.
I know, he's the real deal.
He's coming here in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, he is.
The athletics champs are down at Perry Lakes in early April. So I'm expecting there to be a huge amount of intrigue and interest in him when he comes here.
Yeah,
Nina Kennedy, of course, with her success. Athletics is having a little moment, which is fantastic, and I know people will get behind it.
Massively.
Well,
Yeah,
if you know
excited.
it, then it'll happen because you're the eyes with the thighs. He asked me the other day on the phone, he said, can you get me a jacket with that on the back? I said,
Pav, we love your work.
What
We'll
is-
watch you on
Nathan,
Channel
if
9
you're-
News.
what, Pav?
Yeah, if I'm eyes with thighs, what are you?
I'll get back to you with that one. You can't say it on the radio. It's the family show.
When did that happen? When was it?
See you tonight on the telly, Tim.
Yeah,
Okay.
good work,
See ya.
Pav. Thanks,
See you tonight,
mate.
Pav.
Shaun Sport in podcast form.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness O'Connor or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
Hey, if you're watching Lockie Reed present the news on Channel 10 like
Does a
I
great
was
job.
yesterday, he does a great job. He's a good friend of the show. You would have seen him talk about the play of the day. That's a really good point, Amy. Here it is. He'll describe every bit of it and we'll talk about it afterwards.
This Bulgarian First Division club wanted to pay the ultimate respect to one of its former players with a minute's silence. The only problem is Petko Ganchev is still alive. The club was forced to hastily apologise.
Yeah,
But I mean, at least they paid him some respect, I suppose.
Two teams lined up on the ground, Nat. They
Did
had
the
the
whole
minute
thing.
silence, the whole thing, and then they got calls to the club.
Like, I'm
said
fine.
that
Hey.
he was dead.
Someone in marketing has said, we've got to do this.
And he was where?
We've got to show-
Where was he when this was happening?
I think he was on holiday.
When he found
Okay.
out he was dead.
Okay.
He hadn't been playing for the club for a while, obviously, but they
Okay.
thought he had just passed
So
away.
they got word somewhere along the line. It's the Jeff Goldblum thing all over again,
Yeah.
isn't it? Remember
Yeah,
when
what
there were
happened?
rumours
Yeah.
that he died?
Yeah.
I was like, no, he's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine, everybody.
Wow, this has been cancelled and then there's been
Yeah,
killed.
that's right. I know.
Isn't there? How did that happen? Is there
I
any
don't
investigation
know.
into that? Who was the
don't know.
who was the person that said that he was dead, and who were the people that didn't check?
Because they've just gone down the line and they've all got emotional about it.
Yeah.
They've set it up with the other team.
But then
It's a
again, it
full-on
would be
thing.
so good to see your funeral.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wouldn't
Just
it?
to see how many people are affected and
Yeah.
how many people aren't.
If you get the full minute silence, or
Yes.
if they just knock
Yep.
it off
If
after
they chose the
45
song that
seconds.
you would like, or if they haven't, I'd love anything from Chapel Roan at the moment, to
Sure.
be honest.
But you're
Crazy
getting
There's a song called there's a song by Chapel Roan called Casual at the moment. Check it out and check out the lyrics. That's why I want.
No,
the song.
you're getting Pink Pony Club for sure.
I like Pink
Yeah,
Pony.
no, it's a
Club.
great song.
It's a mad
It's a Pink
earworm,
Pony-
though.
I'm a Pink
Don't you
Pony
reckon?
girl.
It is the perfect song for a funeral.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
There you go.
So there you go, Sean.
Player of the day.
And you know what
Okay,
I
so
love?
if somebody
I
says,
love
hey, they
finishing the
died,
show.
please check.
Yeah, I love
Fact check.
finishing the show with some death. It's fun.
Well, it's not death. It's fake death.
yeah.
Fake death.
Oh.
That's fine.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Shenton Park or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.